What's up, everybody? Cats007, and today bringing you guys a different video. And from the thumbnail, as you can see, this isn't clickbait at all. You know, everything I say. And before we hop into the video, I just want to go over a few things, a couple of miscommunications that people don't understand. And this is not here to call shots on anyone, at all. Personally, I think this ideology of attacking people to get what you want or sending death threats is absolutely immature and childish. We're a server, for God's sakes. We should be stronger together, not apart. One community tearing down another, I think it's disgusting, And with the MCs and the admins being attacked for a bunch of nonsense, and I'm speaking on behalf of my own server, I don't really care what's going on with Southeast Asia. I know what happened with the IVs and stuff like that, but honestly, that's not my problem. I'm going to keep it a buck. It's not my problem. My biggest concern is my server, and I love my server more than anything. I care about the people in the server. No matter if I get haters, people who love me, it doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, we are still a server, and we have to look out for one another. And I think it's kind of sad that we're all just going back and forth trying to rip each other apart. And before we hop into that, I want to clarify a couple of things. Now, this some has to do with some with Southeast Asia, some with North American servers and Discord, etc. So, let me clarify this. You have a company called Invade, which admin Crit works for. Then you have the devs, the referees. Any big decisions is called for by the devs, right? Invade's responsibility is to collect information. For example, my name is PR KitKats. They're gonna ask certain questions. Hey, can you go to China? I'll be like, okay, yes. Did you win the COA, whatever it was? The how do you call it? Did you make top 8? I'd be like, yes. Can you submit any documentations? That is their job. Their job is to collect information and gather information from players and send it all to devs. Now, I can probably lose my account. I don't know what's going to happen. But honestly, when people blame Crit, and his name has been slandered all over social media, and I think it's disgusting when people are blaming him for the wrong things, especially the admins, the Crit. So their job is only and solely to collect information from these players and abide by the rules that the devs gave them. Invite does not overrule the devs. They don't overrule Netease. Their job is just to collect information and then send it to them. So I'll give a perfect example. Team Sus on the NA server with Adam, my boy Adam, Instinct. I forgot it was on there, Fizzy, I think. And then you have BL, which has Serena, Red, and very familiar names you all know. And Crit gathered the information, right? He gathered, and there are some issues where they couldn't participate, and that's why we only had a 4-team COA, which is weird. We had a 4-team COA because Sus and BL were not allowed to participate. I know iChow and BZY had some issues where they actually how do you say? They couldn't play because they tried substituting other members from other teams, and there's like a 1 substitution rule. Nevertheless, with Sus and BL, they gathered the information, sent their information to Crit, right? And that information got passed on to Netease. So after that information gets passed on to Netease, he has no control over what ruling or what they say. He's just doing his job. Same thing with the Southeast Asia issue where, people are attacking Crit for the literal most when it was the referee's decisions. And the referees are affiliated with Netease. Anything the ref says, it goes. Crit's job is only to collect and gather information and follow the rules. Any rules implemented by Netease, he must follow. He does not have a say or his 2 cents into what they say. So when I see one of my friends being attacked for this type of stuff, I'm just like, bro, do you even know what's going on? Do you even know or comprehend what his job is? Speaking of jobs, we're going to move on to the MCs and moving more towards our server. I just wanted to clarify that because Crit has literally been getting attacked for the literal most. And I think it's disgusting. People are tagging him. Oh, this, that, what's wrong with you? You're terrible. And I'm just like, really? And then you're sending death threats telling him, oh, Thai moderator or some bullshit. Excuse my language. I should have cursed. But I'm like, I'm not even monetizing the video. I don't care. You know? But at the end of the day, you guys are blaming people for the wrong things. Remember, if you want to blame somebody, blame freaking Netease. That's all I'm saying. And if I lose my account or for saying my opinion, then so be it. I don't care. This is how I feel. It's my goddamn channel. I do what I like. Moving on to the MCs and our server. So during the tournament, as you can see, well, it was a 3-man tournament. LBM dropped out. As you can see, there was a lot of Twitter, a lot of YouTube comments. Oh, the MCs are biased. They're disgusting. They're terrible. They should be fired. They're not doing their job right. So, as you can see in the gameplay, I know if you guys watch Koa, a lot of people were outraged by it. And if anyone should be outraged by it, it's the players on PR and LCY. Because the stream looked like it highlighted only B4U. And to an extent, it does. And you guys have every right to be upset. But there's no reason to go out of your way and attack these people when they're doing their jobs. Let me explain. The job of an MC is to highlight the positive aspects. When they don't do this, I'll give you a perfect recap of Koa 2.
Dead actually stops moving.
Oh no, I think Dave kind of accepted his fate. Wasn't looking at that.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna leave you. Dead accept.
Now, granted, that was a mistake. I am not going after that commentator. It was a genuine mistake. My apologies. But a genuine mistake. And people learn from stuff like that. You know, so their job as MCs, like, okay, I don't want that to happen again. I'm going to focus only on the positive aspects. That's their job. And as a commentator myself, who's commentated a couple of tournaments myself, you know, you got Persway, you have Grizzly, you have myself, you have Alien, you have Mayhem, and Wins. All people have commentated before. And keep in mind, aside from Grizzly, Persway, me, May, and everyone I just listed, we all have experience as to strategies, skill set. We all have that experience. For example, us, the community, I'll give a perfect example. Us, the community, know what the barmaid seer strat is, correct? You know, barmaid takes a hit, drinks up, seer gives the owl, she heals back up, correct? Well, the MCs don't know that. They don't know the insight and strategies that we have implemented into the server because they do not play the game like that. They don't play the game as often like that. You know what I'm saying? So you're blaming these MCs for not highlighting these things, but they don't know. Their job is to only highlight the important plays or, like, you know, the positive aspects. For example, oh my God, good blink. Wow, amazing hit. But then when you look into the strategy-wise, oh wow, the forward stun on chair, which allowed them to actually gain more distance and stun that leech on chair or the bonbon on chair, which you'll see a lot in the Chinese community when they're commentating. It's very insightful. But when it came to the NA servers like Poach Spice and Articuno, they don't have that insight like we do, or the Chinese community with the experience. So when you're blaming people, attacking people because they don't have the experience to know what's going on in the game, it's absolutely stupid. There is no reason why my friend Articuno should go on live stream on Instagram almost crying. I can play the clip if you like.
Oh my God, I'm tearing up over this, by the way. I feel so bad, but to the level of they're like saying, I hope you get into an accident, or I hope you die, or yeah, we got a heavy bashing for it. People were assuming that we were heavily biased towards B4U, that and apparently there's like this whole layer of issues and drama in NAEU that we weren't even aware of until the broadcast happened and we were getting hate for it about certain players. There were certain rumors, and it was hard for me to give feedback or even talk about it because I had no idea. I had no idea that there were those issues happening. That was like news for me, Poch and I.
For those who are not aware, LCY and B4U have had a feud for over months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know how long, but it's been a very long time. And none of these teams are justified. I've always been in the middle of their conversation because I value our friendship. I'm very good friends with Alien, Persway, and even May. You know, I know PR and LCY had a little feud for a little bit, but then, you know, once we actually talked it over, you know, at the end of the day, it's the benefit for our own server. We talked it over, and now May is a very good friend of mine. You know, we get drunk, shit. We drunk text each other on New Year's, going about how we love each other as a friend. You know? But PR is always in the middle, specifically me. So when we have these conversations with B4U and LCY, I'm moderating these conversations. And not a lot of people know this because it's usually done in private. So I'm moderating these conversations. Okay, what's going on? Who started this? Don't talk over one another. Do not fight. And it's been like this for months. And it's gone to the point where it's gotten so public, I'm the only one who hasn't addressed anything. Now, personally, I am not taking a side. I'm not, okay, I'm B4U or I'm LCY. No. I value both of these guys. I value both teams, you know? And when you see them tear each other apart, it's really sad because these are some of my friends doing this. And not only that, it's two communities going after one another. I have a question. How do we benefit as a server when you guys go after each other? Tell me. I want the community from both sides to actually explain how do you benefit by attacking another team. Honestly, if you look at this from an outside perspective and you see, like, you know, one community going after the other, tearing each other apart, it looks like a goddamn joke. And I don't even know, but the devs, Netease probably already look at us like a joke. You know what I'm saying? After everything with the summer tournament, people going after one another, it's sad. It's really sad. And we don't gain anything by attacking one another. You know what I'm saying? And it's childish. The backhanded comments from Persuable's recent video, not the Prodigy one, but the LCY one, you know, and then from the games, the Maccabi tournament, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this Hunter's so good, you think he's cheating. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. But still, you know, even with both teams going back and forth, we don't gain anything. We don't gain anything as a server. You know what I'm saying? And love me or hate me, my goal is to make sure that everyone in this community stays united. Take me back to season 1, where everyone was just united. We played the game for fun. We didn't hate one another. We hated the Hunters, you know? But all this feud and argument gets us nowhere. And especially attacking the MCs. This makes no goddamn sense. You know, we should be role models in this community. Role models because people look up to us. There should be no reason that we should set the standard of attacking one another. And that's my opinion. I'm Catstable7, and I catch y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.